Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, everybody. O'Don here, your traffic jockey in the Tri-State Show Traffic Center. Welcome to the Big Tuesday broadcast. It is July the 12th, 2022. Can you believe it's already almost the middle of July? I know we didn't have an earthquake. Every time I move the table, the camera kind of goes a little bit haywire here. We're in the Hawaiian shirt again. It's a little warm here in the studio, but last night I was over at the car show, and I'm like a little off sorts. Got home late and the whole thing. So, but it was good. We had a nice time. It was actually Cadillac night. Didn't even realize that when I said I was going to go over. So I got some good video. Hopefully, maybe by the end of the week, there may be something up on the channel. But I'll certainly let everybody know. Kind of little walk around of some of the great cars that we saw yesterday at the Galloping Hill Cruisers, their weekly show. It's every Monday evening from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. But last night was going to be Cadillac night. So ton of cars. There must have been about 200 or 300 cars easily. That whole parking lot was completely full. So it was a good time. Beautiful night to be out and about. Nice breeze was out there. So really a very good time. But clean the bags from under my eyes here. It's wow. It was a long evening. But anyway, we thank you so much for joining us. We are live on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe the YouTube channel. Please, certainly helps us out here in the traffic studio. Jon Rocco is back into the weather studio, so we'll connect with him in about a little less than about 10 minutes or so, around 7:15, for a check of the forecast. And it's started to get a little more humid last night as we were wrapping up the show. But, there's some changes, I think, in a little preview of the forecast from Johnny just a few minutes ago. So stay tuned for that. All right, so let's get to this morning's action. Let me open up the comments section, shall we? Comments are now open, and we are sponsored this half hour by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com is your best place, especially on these hot and steamy days, to get some awesome ice cream over at the ice cream shop. Just fantastic stuff. 908-272-3000 and CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com is going to be the phone number. So definitely get out there and get some of the best homemade ice cream anywhere to be found. With that said, let me just go full screen here on the maps, and let's get right into it here at 7:10. We've got 71 degrees and cloudy skies in the Tri-State Traffic Traffic Center. I'll get that right because I feel like I'm half asleep. It was a good show yesterday. Absolutely. All right, let's start here in Jersey. I want to take you first over to Route 46, which is an absolute mess. Getting back to westbound Route 3 because of late running construction from McBride Avenue into Union Boulevard. So it's in this stretch here is really, we're just seeing just a ton of traffic here this morning. I mean, there is just really nowhere for anybody to go unless you go east on 46 and then come up the Parkway. You could do that, or you could come up Route 19 maybe, but that's a bit of a, it's kind of a little bit out of your way, so to say. And now this is a new crash, literally just happened moments ago. Hopefully everyone's okay. This is going to be on 295 North and Cherry Hill at Route 70. Two right lanes are shut down with an overturned vehicle. Let's check this out in real time. Let's see what we've got here this morning. And I thought there was a camera here, unless it's on the other side of the banner. There is a camera. Let's see if it's working. Okay. Not okay, but just okay that we're actually able to get some visuals on things here. So there's the flipped over car on its roof. Wow. Hopefully they have walked away from this crash. So yeah, this is a pretty serious collision here this morning as we reverse onto 295 now. This was going, let's see here. Oops, I did that. North at exit 34. So that's going to be down in here. We'll get back to the Route 46 situation in just a brief moment, but this 295 here, I think, is taking some precedence here this morning. It's going to be right in here. So yeah, just about exit 34, coming up into Route 70. We're seeing just now we're really starting to hit the brakes with the traffic condition here because of this overturned vehicle. So once again, give yourself some additional travel time. I'd say a good 10 plus minutes. Now, again, we're not sure. They may have to, eventually shut things down. My friends at DOT are spinning the camera around. So they're zeroing in on that Chevy Blazer there. Let's see. The other vehicle is right in here. So it looks like it's right at the exit for Route 34. I guess traffic-wise, you kind of almost have 3 lanes here with the shoulder and 2 left lanes there because it's kind of an deceleration lane. So let's just watch this in real time. Let's just see where this is taking us. So it looks like the entrance ramp from 70 is shut to the northbound side of 295. We'll keep that in mind. Let's just hang with this in real time. Let's just see how far back that delay gets. And yeah, so now they're looking at another situation going south. I'm not sure what that is. Interesting. Okay. Interesting that they would come off of that, but maybe they got some other information about that tractor trailer. All right, so now they're going to zoom out. Probably going to come back around to the left. Leave it there. I don't think so. They should bring it all the way around to the other side just to keep eyes on that. So probably about a 5-minute delay right now. Again, unfortunately, it just happened within the last couple of moments. So that is going to be north on 295. Pretty tough situation there as we get in towards Route 70 here this morning. So again, here's this 46 issue. Let me see if we get the camera at Union Boulevard. I don't think so. I think this camera has been out for quite some time. I believe that's still okay. That's still the case here on westbound 46. So yeah, that's what we're dealing with there. And then the turnpike, all lanes are moved over to the shoulder at interchange 14. We're going to get to Johnny in the weather center in about 30 seconds. I see him the high sign there. He's ready to go. So let's just see if they see anything here. This is north coming towards us. This looks like some sort of construction vehicle. So it must be just before or after that. This is at the toll plaza. So that's not going to show. No, there it is. So it's in the, where is it? I would have to say the inner roadway. Yeah. So that's the car lanes there at 14. A little banged up with a crash here as you see it. It's on the very far right shoulder. So, probably going to cost about another 10 minutes or so coming up through that stretch on the turnpike this morning. Let's head over here. It's going to be right in here, right there. So that's with the 295 issue going north of 34, exit 34. This is north on the turnpike at interchange 14 is busy on the car lanes. And westbound 46 is just a mess back to westbound Route 3, almost back to the Parkway. That's about 15 or 20 now because there's late running construction with 2 lanes shut down here at this time. All right, so let's stick to the schedule here this morning. And let me see if John is ready in the weather center. Johnny is ready. So here at 7:17, let's send it to Jon Rocco in the Weather Center with a check of the forecast. Good morning, John.
Good Tuesday morning to you, Don, and all of our viewers this morning. Hope everyone's having an easy drive into work or camp, wherever you're going this morning. Not a bad start to the morning. We do have some sun out there, and there will continue to be some sun going into this afternoon, and I'll explain why that's a bad thing in just a minute. Right now, starting you off with your commute temperatures this morning in New Jersey, starting off in the lower 70s, 70 in Newton, 71 and 73 area there in Newark, 70 to 73 in Lakewood. 72 for Atlantic City and Cape May, getting to about 74 degrees by about 8 o'clock. And as we go into the five boroughs, again, low 70s there. Staten Island, 70, 71 over toward Flatbush in Brooklyn, 71 for Flushing, Queens, Morris Park in the Bronx there at around 71 degrees, as well as Hell's Kitchen in Manhattan. And then all those areas getting to about 72 to 73 degrees by about 8 o'clock on this muggy, warm start to your Tuesday out on Long Island. We have 71 in Westbury and 72 in Islip this morning. Shirley around 71, warming up to about 75 quickly here over the course of the hour here by 8 o'clock. Port Jefferson around 70 degrees, 70 in Huntington as well, getting to about 74 there. And as we go into the Hudson River Valley, we got 70 in Middletown, 68 in the Monroe and Yonkers areas, 68 in Patterson as well, and 70 in Poughkeepsie, getting to about 75 there. 72 in Patterson, Monroe, and Yonkers, 73 in Middletown. And for our friends in Western Connecticut, we have 66 in Torrington there in the higher elevations, getting to about 70 degrees. Waterbury, 70 to about 73, as well as Hartford, New Haven, Bridgeport, Norwalk, all about 71 to 73 degrees for your Tuesday morning. 68 in Danbury, getting to about 71 degrees there. As we go into this afternoon, we'll continue to have some sunshine across the region, but we are watching some storms to our west that'll be marching east through our area later on this evening. The general usual time frame this time of the year, after about 4 or 5 o'clock, start to be weather aware. That's when we could start to see some scattered thunderstorms across the area. Not everyone will get hit, so again, everyone needs to be prepared to get hit by any of these storms. And with any sunshine going into this afternoon, that'll increase the fuel, sort of add fuel to the fire, if you will. That could increase the chance for any severe weather. So you want to stay tuned to my social media pages. I'll keep you updated on the severe threat going into this evening as well. But other than that, this afternoon it's going to be hot out there and a little bit on the muggy side as well, but not too oppressive. Still, you want to take it easy. If you're working outside, drink plenty of water, stay hydrated, take frequent breaks in the shade or air conditioning if you can. 91 in Andover, New Jersey this afternoon, 94 over toward Central Park, Freehold and Trenton around 93, 95 in Cherry Hill, and then a little bit cooler but still warm off to the east toward the beaches, 84 in Cape May, 82 in Islip, 83 in the New Haven area. We'll talk more about any weather threats coming up over the next few days and how the upcoming weekend is looking up in just a little bit. Right now, let's get a check of that traffic again with Don Smith.
Thank you, John. And John will be back in less than 30 minutes with another check of the forecast, along with an exclusive 7-day weather forecast for the Tri-State Traffic Show. What a perfect transition, Johnny, into some awesome ice cream, especially on these very warm summer days. Head on over towards our sponsor, the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, located at 22 North Avenue West, or Route 28 in your GPS or on your GPS. Not quite sure how to vernacularize that, if that's even a word. 908-272-3000 is Ralph's phone number. Again, make some of the best handmade homemade ice cream anywhere to be found. CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com is going to be the website. So let's show you some of the ice cream here, as you can see it in the dipping case. You can see the cotton candy, again, a real crowd favorite. It has the core 3, vanilla chocolate strawberry, bananas Foster, and award-winning ice cream, vanilla super crunch. Also, he has the grasshopper ice cream, and he has the Christmas in July. He has gingerbread, eggnog, chip. Also, what was the other one? Oh, I can't believe I forgot. Wow. It was gingerbread, eggnog, chip, hot cocoa, and what is the third one? It'll come to me. We'll show you some of this other great ice cream as well. Cookie Monster M&M Explosion is absolutely delicious. Really some great stuff for the young ones or the old ones or however old you are, right? There is no young and old, right? It's just a number. um, the yeah, so some of the best handmade, again, homemade ice cream around. Gingerbread peppermint bark was the other one. That was it. Gingerbread, eggnog, hot cocoa, and a peppermint bark. And definitely get on over and get some of that awesome ice cream. Let me show you this is actually Ralph's Facebook page. And let me bring this up here. There we go. This is actually Ralph's Facebook page. You can see he has the Christmas in July, and absolutely fantastic stuff. Again, peppermint bark, eggnog chip, hot cocoa, and gingerbread. Oh, gingerbread is one of my favorites. That is fantastic. Good stuff there. It also makes these great all occasion cakes, as you see some wonderful pictures, some of these specialty cakes as well. This is a look of the shop itself. His colors are the purple and white. And again, he has some of these awesome flavors here. He also makes these wonderful cupcakes, vanilla cake with some vanilla ice cream, as well as the pies and the ice cream sandwiches. So definitely get out and support it, Ralph. And the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, his entire staff there in beautiful Cranford, New Jersey. Once again, he is located at 22 North Avenue West. There's a shop right there, right next to the Garlic Rose. 908-272-3000. He's open from 12 p.m. till 9:30, Monday through Thursday, 12 to 10, Friday, Saturday, and 12 to 9 on a Sunday. And we thank Ralph for being a sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right. So with that said, let's get back to our action here this morning. Unfortunately, it's been fairly busy. One west on Route 46, getting now east of the Parkway because of this late running construction is a major problem. We also have this crash on the shoulder, the right shoulder northbound on the turnpike and the car lanes, again, car lanes up to interchange 14. So you need to be mindful of that. Actually, while we're here in this Linden area, again, if you decide to maybe come out to the car show, this is where I was yesterday. This is the Linden Airport. It's actually here in this shopping center, right off of Style Street, out by Wheeler Park. So it's 19, or it will come up as West Edgar Road. Some know it as, but it's right here in this first front parking lot, right by the Hampton Inn and over by the AMC Aviation Plaza movie theater. So it's right in here. You just come in the side entrance or right off of 1 and 9. So again, this is just south of Interchange 13 here off the turnpike. Really easy to get to. They're there every Monday evening from 5 p.m. until 9 p.m. Except for Labor Day, I think is the only the next time, and they're there all the way through October. So especially once you get into the cooler weather like that, really is a lot of fun. It was great last night. There was a nice breeze, but again, good stuff there. Unfortunately, not good stuff here on 295. Looking at, well, you know what? Let's just not. Oh wow, here it really is getting crazy now. So north of 34, that's what the two lanes are blocked there, about 10 to 15 minutes. And then south, that's that issue we saw on the shoulder, getting into exit 34. Let's go back to just go to the travel times here this morning and see if we can run down some numbers for you. 95 north. Again, which should take you about 9-10 minutes, about 10 to 15 minutes. So they're right on the money there with the numbers being reported there. Let's go to the camera here. Hopefully everybody walked away, but pretty nasty crash, unfortunately. Looking at that from the cameras this morning here at Route 70. So we'll drill down, give you some details, and let's just widen this up just a little bit better for us here. So here's the exit. Here's exit 34 to 70 West. And there's the vehicle still on its roof. Now, I think this vehicle here, this Chevy Blazer, was involved in the crash as well. I think because it looks like state police were kind of investigating this vehicle here this morning. That looks like it's a police vehicle. So again, hopefully I haven't seen the ambulance, but they may have already been gone in the time that we were in our break. But hopefully everybody walked away from this crash here with that at Route 70 West. So that northbound side, really, really a ton of traffic here this morning, and only growing faster by the minute. So definitely look for that. Again, we're well back here to back towards the Route 30 interchange or so, I think is a good estimation now of where this delay will extend back to. This is about exit 31. Look at this. You're right on the exit. How are you supposed to tell what the exit? I can't go any closer to this exit, and it won't even tell me what the exit number is. One thing I will absolutely freely admit that 295, I am not as astute with the exit numbers as they should be. And 29. Okay. That's exit 29. Actually, just looking at roads and things like that. I was just watching another podcast. I'm not sure where this guy is. I think he's somewhere maybe in New Jersey or South Philly or in this area here, South Jersey. His YouTube channel is called Roadway Whiz, and he drives around giving you like that POV type perspective from the front of the vehicle on many, many roads. And he does it all around the country, but primarily here in the Northeast. I'm going to see if I can email him and see if we can get him on the broadcast, because they actually do a podcast as well, and they kind of just talk roads and stuff. Really interesting stuff. I'd love to sit down and chat with him for a little bit. 55 is busy here at the 42 interchange, so you want to watch for that. Again, that's just normal stuff for the Parkway, Cape May, Wildwood, Ocean City, Atlantic City, all the way through Toms River, on into Wall Township, Central Jersey. All is moving fairly nicely here this morning. We are picking up some delays on 1-9, the truck routes 1 and 9. Again, the Route 3 westbound 46 debacle is still with us, and then north on the Parkway is now heavy, getting off here at 153. For Route 3 West because of the situation with all that traffic backed up there. 20 into 21, that's a little crazy. 208 is fine. 17 is good, but the Parkway, getting onto the Parkway connector, we're seeing quite a bit of traffic there this morning. So let's do this. It's 7:29. Let's do a quick reset here this morning. Auntie Anna, yes, good morning. Buenos dias. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much. You too, Anna. It's going to be a sure to please day, I think, down in your neck of the woods there. With some of these hot temperatures here that Johnny just forecast about 10 minutes ago, probably a pool day or head to the beach, head to the ocean, get a little cooled off there with some of the nice temperatures. So today is definitely a beach day for about half of it. The second half, you got to really keep an eye to the sky, because I think it's going to start to light up with some of this hot, humid weather, kind of our summertime pattern with the storms. So definitely be mindful of that. All right, so let's do this. Let's do a quick reset here this morning, shall we? And we welcome everybody here to the Tri-State Traffic Show. Down your traffic jockey here in the driver's seat. We welcome you to the big broadcast here for a Tuesday. Can't believe it's already July 12th. July 12th. Unbelievable. 2022. So we thank you so much for watching us again this morning. We're on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Please go ahead and leave a comment, and we'll put you on the broadcast. Let us know where you are watching us from. So we thank all our great viewers. Definitely, please, if you can, subscribe and like the Tri-State Show traffic page. Tri-State Traffic Show. I'll get that right. Tri-State Traffic Show YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Helps myself and Johnny here, basically putting together a traffic and weather channel from the comforts of my living room. Who knows what's behind the screen, right? A little messy here, but Anyway, so we thank everybody for watching and joining us. Now, our half hour here is sponsored by Travels with Darley. Now, don't forget, she has this wonderful program coming up here this evening, and that is going to be on Facebook. I believe it's going to be a Facebook Live, and that will be, let me see here. Let me just see if I saved Darley's info. I think I did on the on the Twitters, right, as they say. Let's see. Where is the down the banner? Let's see. There it is. Come on, there we go. Let me bring this back into the mix. So there it is, Cocktails and Cornbread live from Santa Fe. That's this evening. 8 p.m. Eastern, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 Mountain, because Santa Fe is 2 hours behind the East Coast. Facebook.com, Travels with Darley, and she will be coming to you live with Chef Jose Fernandez from the Four Seasons Santa Fe. You go to that link there once you follow her on Twitter and RSVP for that program. Again, Facebook.com/Travels with Darley. That's Cocktails and Cornbread live from Santa Fe. That's this evening at 8:30 Eastern Time, 6:30 Mountain. Join that program if you can. Looks like a terrific show will be had by all. There looks like some great food being prepared by Chef Jose Fernandez. All right, so let's get back towards our action here this morning. We want to go to the New York cameras because I think there's a few cameras on that Parkway connector here coming up in towards Rockland County. At least I thought there were. There's one here. That's the Parkway connector there, but I don't see anything. There's definitely something going on. There's no question in my mind. It should not be this heavy. Now, whether this was a result of a crash or some late running road work, I'm not. Oh, they're saying road work here on the Parkway connector. Okay, that's fair. That's a fair assessment. Let's go to New York. We'll go to construction. The old Kingston Rhinecliff Bridge. Rhinecliff. That would be labeled under. Oh boy, we got 17 stuff here. Let's just do this. Do 50 at a shot. Our chances of here it is. Garden State Parkway connector north from Parkway. One left lane is shut, so that's why that is as heavy as it is. So there we go. We've got confirmation on that. So be careful heading up to the thruway. Not what you're expecting. Then the thruway getting south of the Palisades over to interchange 12 is going to be a solid ride. All right, so we come off of that. Let's go towards our go to the Hudson River crossings now. We'll check out the vibe here. Again, we are cashless this morning, as we have been since Sunday. About 15 to 20 at the George, about 25 at the Lincoln, and about 20 at the Holland Tunnel. So, just kind of adding some more volume there this morning. So kind of just a normal vibe. So, Alexandra, yeah, good morning to you. No issues with my commute to the city. Awesome. Good stuff. That's what we like to see. We haven't been able to get a chance to get the transit. I will get to that in a minute, but good morning to you, my friend. Always good to see you. East on the Staten Island Expressway, a little bit crowded, maybe a peak of sun coming through those clouds there with some sun glare out by 440, but after that, you're fine. Really, the delay starts here on the Gowanus by Fort Hamilton Parkway all the way through Industry City on up onto the BQE. Battery Tunnel's about 10 minutes there. Then south on the BQE is heavy at the Brooklyn Bridge. Again, it just doesn't move. You got nowhere to go. Bell through all through Brooklyn is fantastic. Let's go to the Lower Manhattan area. Everything is fine. Midtown Tunnel about 15. BQE's heavy Queens Boulevard down to the Williamsburg Bridge. Again, you can set your watch to these delays. Ed Koch is about 10. It's the west side here is really getting hit hard. I'm not sure why, what the story is into the onto the Upper West Side out by 72nd Street. Just traffic. There had to have been something that happened down in here. This should not be this heavy for a Tuesday in the middle of July. So wow, that west side is really, really getting hit hard. East side here, Harlem River Drive, I should say, from about 125th all the way down the line to the we'll say the upper 60s or so, maybe probably lower 70s, give or take. RFK Triborough is going to be a little bit busy. Our typical delays through Queens, both ways here out by Queens Boulevard. East is heavy from the fairgrounds all the way to La Crosse Island, but this westbound side looks good coming in from Long Island. The Van Wyck and the Grand Central, Jackie Robinson, the Kew Gardens interchange is all tied up. Both ways of the Van Wyck is a mess out by Hillside Avenue, and then both ways of the belt out by the airport is heavy. North on the Cross Islands, substantial delays there from Sunrise Highway all the way up into the Grand Central, and then south here on the Cross Islands heavy at the LIE. Throgs Neck, Whitestone, definitely both heavy. We head to the Bronx this morning. Outbound crash at the George Washington Bridge. So we got to watch for that. Let's just wait. I just had that there. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? I don't want construction for Kingston Cliff. This is for the lower roadway. There's 2 lanes shut there. That is still being cleared. So now that is really piling on the traffic back to the interchange. South on the Bruckner is heavy here at the Bronx River Parkway. Both ways of the Deegan in front of Yankee Stadium is heavy. And then south on the Deegan is now getting a little more crowded because as you get onto that common ramp, you're having a tough time getting up and on to the Trans-Manhattan Expressway. Let's go to the cameras. Let me see if we can have any visuals here as far as what's going on for the outbound George. There's the lower roadway on the very far right. So it's underneath, probably literally underneath the apartments. One of these cameras is there. It's underneath this. You're not gonna be able to see anything. Let's go here. Don't see anything there. So it is always a tough spot, isn't it? Underneath that George Washington Bridge, or at least the apartments, I should say. All right, so we are back again to the interchange. North on the Bruckner, a little heavy here at the Hutch. Let's head out to Long Island, shall we? And just some general volume delays both ways of the Southern State Parkway here. Coming in through 135 and the Wantagh. West is heavy over by Route 110, I should say. LI is heavy here at exit 39. Northern State, we're fine. Wantagh, Meadowbrook, 135 is good. A little crowding west here as you kind of come down the hill at 135. And some more volume building into Deer Park Avenue. West on the expressway, heavy at Vets Highway. Vets Highway westbound at the LIE is going to be a solid ride. The north on the Sandy Coast is a little bit heavy as we get out to basically the Southern State Parkway. East out to the Hamptons. What else is new here? Hampton Bays, Southampton into Watermill. 24 through Riverhead is going to be a solid ride. No question about that. All right, let's go on over towards Connecticut. You know what? Let's bring up our incident list for my friends in Connecticut now. Like I've always said, always loved doing Connecticut traffic. It was fantastic. North 95, tractor trailer versus tractor trailer. 2 lanes are shut here, 15, 16. So that's a big issue there this morning. Let's go here. We are well back to Darien from 11 through 16. You know, we had an issue yesterday, almost in the exact same spot. Very interesting. Unfortunately, that something else has happened here this morning. Let's do this. Go to 15. Bingo. Right here, heading north. So we've got these 2 trucks involved. Unfortunately, it doesn't want to move in real time. Oh, let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. Learn a new thing every day, right? And there's no video. Okay, so that's also through a construction zone too. That's why it's even a tighter ride than should see. So yeah, really just hammered coming up into that area. Also, your southbound delay extends back through Bridgeport now. Usually at this time, starting to see some easing up of that traffic, but to no avail here this morning, where everything is pretty solid back to about exit 25 or so. A cough there. So yeah, we're back to 25, 26 in that area. South on the Merritt Parkway is going to be a solid ride there, south of 40. We'll put about 47, 46 in that area through 44 down to about 41, then heavy 41 down to 39 or so, and then again, once it starts to thin out a little bit here because of everything being held back at about exit 15. And then we head south of that through Darien, starting to pick up some more moderate volume into 11, and then 8 through 6 is going to be a solid ride. But hopefully they get that tractor trailer crash out of the way shortly. Again, that's north at 16 in Norwalk, looking at that collision there. Again, hopefully everybody has walked away from this situation. Again, our only issue here in Rockland County is really the northbound side of the Palace of the Parkway connector, coming up into interchange 14, then heavy 14 down through 13. But other than that, the Tappan Zee Bridge, things in Lower Westchester look pretty good, except for some delays here on the Hutch. This is over by our typical delays in towards North Avenue. Just a lot of volume there. New England Thruway, we are clear. As we head up towards Orange County, 84 is fine. So is the Thruway. And then 84 also moving pretty nicely out towards the Brewster area. But westbound on 84, it is slow. Just west of the Connecticut line into Brewster, and then 684. Traffic is going to be moving at a good pace. Let's do this now. Let's, you know what? Cranking up. Gosh. For my neighbor. Lives upstairs. Jimmy. Let's go to the Montclair line. We've got 751 from Suffering canceled because of mechanical issues. 739 from Port Jervis is canceled. Morrison Essex, 655 from Hoboken, up to 20 minutes late there. Light rail. Penn Station operator availability, 738, mechanical issues at Danforth, and then we go to the River line. So the 15-minute delays because mechanical issues near Riverside. Let's go to the Path line because we're coming up on weather here and a quick break. So this is a good way to get into that. Grove Street, the lift elevator. I love how they put lift for foreign customers. Mezzanine platform is out of service. Let's go to the MTA now. We are seeing delays on the 4, 5, and 6 after EMS responded to the person needing help at 14th Street Union Square. So that's going northbound. Let's go to the rails. We'll check out Metro North, extra service in that Waterbury branch, service change there on the Port Jervis because those schedule changes or the mechanical issues there. And then Long Island Railroad is looking good up and down the line. Alrighty then. It is now exactly 7:45. Wow, actually sticking to the schedule for the first time in gosh knows how long, right? We welcome you to the Tri-State Traffic Show. Thanks a lot for joining us. Please go ahead and like and subscribe the YouTube channel. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, as well as Twitter here on a gorgeous early start to the Tuesday morning ride. I do know that there are some changes in the forecast. And speaking of that, the man who has all the answers, let's send it over to the Weather Center and Jon Rocco. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Don, again to you and all of our viewers on this Tuesday morning. Not much going on weather-wise right now. That'll be changing as we go into this evening. And the rest of the week, not looking too bad. I would still keep a little bit of an eye out for Thursday, maybe for the chance for a scattered or isolated evening storm. But today's really the severe weather threat day. I'll talk about that in just a moment. For this morning, again, it's quiet right now, a little bit on the muggy and warm side. Temperatures starting out in the low 70s here in New Jersey, 70 in Newton, 71 over toward Newark, getting to about 73 degrees. Similar temperatures for Lakewood and Trenton. Camden getting to about 75 degrees for the latter part of the morning commute. 72 to 74 over toward Atlantic City, Cape May as well. And as we go over toward New York City, we got 70 to 72 in the Great Hills area there in Staten Island. Flatbush, Brooklyn, around 71 to 73 degrees there, as well as Flushing, Morris Park, and Hell's Kitchen. As we go off to Long Island on this Tuesday morning, we got 71 to 73 over toward Westbury. Similar temperatures there for Islip as well, getting to about 75 in Shirley during the second part of the morning commute. 70 to about 75 for Port Jefferson, 70 to 74 for the Huntington area there on the north shore of Long Island. And as we go into Hudson River Valley, we got 70 to about 75 there in Poughkeepsie, 68 to 72 range for Monroe and Yonkers, 70 in the Middletown area, getting to about 73, 68 to about 72 over toward Patterson. For our friends in Western Connecticut, we got 71 to 73 all along the shoreline there from Norwalk, Bridgeport to New Haven. Danbury getting to about 71 degrees this morning. Westbury around 70 to 73. Similar temperatures there in Hartford. A little bit cooler, but still warm in Torrington there in the higher elevations, starting off around 66, getting to about 70 degrees. I mentioned that severe weather threat as we go into this evening. Not everybody will see the storms, but keep the umbrella handy because anyone could see these storms, scattered thunderstorms that is this evening. Anytime after about 4 o'clock is when you need to start being weather aware. The highest severe weather threat is for western areas of the region, and any sunshine we see, which we will see this afternoon, will add fuel to the fire for that severe weather threat. So you want to make sure you stay tuned to my social media pages for any updates here later on this afternoon and this evening. I'll make sure I give you all the latest as you head home from work or the beach, wherever you are. But you should be able to enjoy the beach for much of the day coming up. It's going to be a hot one out there, so it's a good day to do so, or sit by the pool. 91 in Andover, 94, towards Central Park. 93 over toward Freehold and Trenton. Cherry Hill, you're around 95. And again, the beach, it's a good day to be there this afternoon. 84 in Cape May, 82 over toward Islip, New Haven, Connecticut, around 83 degrees as we go into this afternoon. So again, it's a hot day today, still on the hot side for tomorrow. We have a lot of sunshine out there again for your Wednesday, 86 for Thursday and Friday. And as for Thursday, I was still keeping an eye on it. I know I had a chance for some storms yesterday that I now took out of it, but I was still keeping an eye out for the chance for an isolated shower or storm for Thursday. Friday and Saturday look okay, probably more in the way of cloud coverage for those days. As we go into Sunday and Monday again, I'll keep an eye out for the chance for some thunderstorms on both or even one of those days. So stay tuned for updates on that. Little discrepancies there in the timing in the guidance, but both days have the potential to see a few showers or storms around the area, but neither look like a washout at this point. And it's going to remain on the warm side there, with temperatures in the mid and upper 80s across the region. That's a look at your forecast update here on this Tuesday morning. Have a safe drive to wherever you are going on this morning. Have a great day. Let's go to check that traffic again with O'Don.
Thank you, Johnny, and always appreciate all the work you do there in the Weather Center. So another hot one on in store for today. But hey, I think the story would be as if it was 65 degrees instead of 95 degrees because it is July the 12th. So Johnny will be back in less than 30 minutes with another check of your forecast coming up at 8:15. This half hour is sponsored by my good friend Travels with Darley. Darley Newman is her name. And you know, if you're a regular watcher of this program, what her show is all about. But for those who do not know, who are just joining us for the first time, Travels with Darley is a travel show, and you can watch it on PBS Create, Amazon Prime, Wonder Room Innovation TV's Journey, also on NJPBS with this new program that she has. Hopefully, the second episode will be the follow-up or part 2 of the City of Newark here in New Jersey. Will be coming up hopefully sometime this summer, maybe towards the end of the summer. I know she's definitely doing a second part 2 of that program called Look Up with Darley about architecture and just a different perspective on different cities. And that was for NJPBS, New Jersey, the PBS station here in the Garden State. But Darley travels around the world, showing you the best places to go to vacation. And gives you really that local flavor. Always finds a local guide, a local individual from the town or community to go along with her for either a walk or for a bike ride or hiking, and really gets that very local perspective, unlike other travel shows. That's Darley's kind of specialty, showing you that local flair, local flavor, some of the best places to eat and drink. And that's Travels with Darley on PBS stations, PBS Create, Amazon Prime, Wonderum, and Ovation TV's Journey. We thank Darley for being a sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. Now, what I want to do is want to definitely talk to you about her program that is this evening, Cocktails and Cornbread Live from Santa Fe. That's at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 Mountain. For friends watching us, let's say in the Denver area or in Santa Fe, Facebook.com/Travels with Darley. Caffeine here. Give that an RSVP. Just go to her Twitter page or Instagram page, and you click on this link, and then you can RSVP. She will be with Chef Jose Fernandez from the Four Seasons Santa Fe. So it looks like to be an outstanding program. Once again, that's 8:30 Eastern, 6:30 Mountain, Facebook.com/Travels with Darley. And let me see if I can bring up some of the pictures she's been posting quite frequently over the last couple of days with her recent travels. So she's got the city slickers kind of look here with the yellow hat that she I think somebody made that especially for her. Looking good there, Dar, with the yellow hat there, the cowgirl look, out on the ranch or wherever she happens to be filming here for season 10. So there she is. The cool yellow hat going on here. So oh yeah, she's again filming her 10th season of Travels with Darley. So we thank her for the sponsorship of the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right, so let's get back to our situation at hand here. We want to go back down to 295 because this has been one of the top stories with this situation, all the way back to 76 now. That's how long that delay is extending. We want to go to our travel time list, and let's go here to bound 295. There it is. So looking at, should be about 10 minutes or so, looking at about a 40-minute backup now north on 295. Again, we're all the way back to almost the Aljo curve, and it's very possible that we're starting to connect the dots here, getting further south of 42 now. This is probably about exit 25, give or take, in that area. Yeah. So this is becoming a real tough situation. Again, hopefully everyone walked away from this collision, but you can see the collateral damage being done behind it. As you can see, I think some folks are bailing out here this morning through Runnymede as you come up towards Clements Bridge Road, starting to pick up some more moderate volume there because this is just all tied up, connecting here into 295 all the way out through Route 30 in Lawnside. So, yeah, really a tough deal. And then now I'm starting to see some more delays in 73 here this morning. As you head out of Berlin, out of the Berlin traffic circle, on up towards Marlton, on up into Route 70. So, again, as word is getting out about the situation here on 295, people are trying to avoid that. I don't believe that there was an actual interchange here with the turnpike. It's a little bit further up off of Black Horse Pike. But if you do have to travel points north, you may want to try to jump off here at 42 and come on up onto the entrance here at, I believe, interchange 3 or 4. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is, it's 3. Okay. That's where I bought the Cadillac, was down this way. For some reason, I thought that was 4. Okay, so 3. You can enter there, but this is just really, really bad situation this morning. Let's go back. Obviously, bad situation with the driver of that vehicle. It's sitting on his roof. But again, hopefully everyone has walked away from this. We want to go back here. Let's see what we can show you with some visuals on the scene here at Route 70. I want to thank my friends over to DOT and State Police for the cameras here this morning. So they've actually got the camera pointed south. So this is going north here. Looks like that entrance ramp is now back in service. They've kind of coned it off here where the crash is taking place, and the right lane is shut. This you got to be careful here. This is a stiff shot right here coming off. You got to be really, really mindful coming off of Route 70 East onto northbound 295 onto that ramp. Extra careful there, because that you may even see a little sun glare working into the picture as well. So let's do this now. Let's go back to the cameras. Let's go to 295. Let's see how far south of the Aljo curve. We're definitely going to see a heavy ride here. Exactly what this is. This is going north into the curve at the Aljo wall. It's amazing how that one nightclub got so much publicity just by hanging that sign, right? Sometimes it takes a creative mind to for your advertising campaign. This is going to be coming up to 168 going north at Devon Avenue. Also, you'll see this northbound side is really just jammed into Tillman Street. Just show you each one of these cameras, and it just gets progressively worse as you get closer to the scene. Look at that, barely moving here at 561. All right, so let's go back to our maps. That is really one of the top stories. Let's go here. I'm seeing some delays on the Parkway. Getting south of the AC Expressway. Looks like we may have some construction there. So let's take a deeper dive into that location. We'll go Atlantic County. Let's see what we find. Garden State Parkway, south vicinity of exit 30, one left lane shut. Okay, so there you go. Freshest update I can give you with that. So that is the freshest update, as they say. All right, so we are looking at now quick observation check for our temps. Looking at Newark again, Newark Liberty coming in around 77 already, so starting to cook up out there. 69% humidity, 73 out on the island, Gabreski, Farmingdale, Shirley, Islip, 71, 72 at Trenton, 73 in Teterboro, Central Park at 72, and LaGuardia coming in at 74, and Kennedy coming in at a robust 73 degrees. All right, friends, we welcome you to the Tri-State Traffic Show. O'Donnell, your traffic jockey here in the driver's seat, exactly 8 a.m. Wow, I couldn't have done that any better. Yeah, literally hit the post there as we came over to me here. 8 a.m. is our time. Welcome. Here we are on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Please post up a comment, as Alexandra and Anna have done here this morning. Let us know where you are watching us from. Please like, subscribe to the channel if you can. It certainly helps us out here in the Tri-State Show Traffic Center. Again, as I mentioned, at the 7 o'clock hour, I was out at the car show last night with the Cadillac. Had a great time. Hopefully, we'll be able to bring you some of that footage. I'm thinking maybe towards the end of the week. My hope is to get it on before the weekend, but we shall see. Just have to do some light editing there, and we'll try to get that on again, hopefully this weekend. If not, it'll be on at least by next Monday. So within the week, we should start to see, check that YouTube channel and hit that bell notification, let you know when the next video goes live here on the channel. Also, I'm thinking next Monday, the 18th. I have to find out the time. I think it's going to be in the evening. We may go live with a little bit of action as well, but I just have to see. But I have to see what time that is. If not, we'll do that Tuesday in a separate video. That is the reveal of the Chevy Blazer EV. the SS model. So I'm excited to see what that looks like. Already have seen a teaser picture of the Chevy Blazer EV. Fact is, let's just see if we can find one here. I don't know if it's on their website. Fine. Sets reveal date in June. Interesting. I emailed this contact and they never got back to me. I wonder if there's something I could email them again. So let's just show you that real quick because I think it's kind of a cool vehicle. So there it is. That's the Chevy Blazer EV, and again, that is coming as a 20. Whoa, what did I do there? Do that up into a little larger photograph. Kelly, if you're watching, I emailed you and was hoping to hear back from you about some material here for the show. So yeah, this is the Chevy Blazer EV, I should say. I'll get that right. All electric. Really a sharp looking car. Really looks great in that red, as you can see that I am particular for red, as you can tell by my Cadillac. Should be an interesting vehicle. Looks to be a little bit lower than what the current Blazer is, the ICE engine, as they call it, the internal combustion engine. So a little bit lower, a little bit sleeker. I have to see this more in person. I don't know if I'm digging the quarter windows like that. I think it was better if it was just one solid piece of window instead of having these lines here. It's like too many lines coming across, but we'll see. Maybe some design language working into it, but definitely a sleek looking vehicle. Again, all electric, and if it's an SS model, it's going to be performance. So we'll see where this, how this slots in as far as our performance is concerned. Again, it's built in the same architecture as the Cadillac Lyriq, and right now the Lyriq is fairly popular. I mean, it's sold out. Now, again, we don't know how many units they're actually making, so they could say that they're only going to make 5,000 units, and certainly would sell out instantly with that. But I'm thinking maybe horsepower here. It's probably a dual motor setup, all-wheel drive. Probably looking at close to between 400 and 500 horsepower, give or take. I don't know, but it's that instant torque. I'm thinking probably 0 to 60 times in about, mid 3-second range, and just depends on where they want to price it. I'm thinking this fully loaded SS version is probably going to go probably upper 50s or so, give or take, because you don't want to infringe in the Cadillac territory with the Lyriq, which comes in around 63 or so. So I don't think it'll be north of 60. I'm going to say starting price for the base model, I would say starting price is probably, I'd say 30. Well, let me see here. 39,995. That's what I'd say the starting price for the base model is, and then obviously adding all the other options, you're going to jack up the price significantly, getting closer to about mid 50s or so. But again, we'll see. That's the reveal is going to be. You know what? Let's just see if they have the time on here. Now I say that as I digress here. Stay tuned for more July 18th. So that's next Monday. So we will see. You know what? Let's do this. Let's bookmark that page. I'm surprised Kelly has not gotten back to me with any information. Kelly, shame on you. All I do is want to promote the car and just need some material as far as pictures and things. So, anyway, so it looks like the 295 crash is now gone in Jersey, but our delays remain. There's some delays in the Parkway hitting south at exit 30 right before Ocean City. So again, this is just an absolute mess. It's going to take at least another half an hour for most of this traffic to ease out here along northbound 295. Parkway buildings from a moderate volume here in the Tom's River area out through Brick, I should say. Parkway through Monmouth County is good. 287 now, starting to see some more delays in Edison. And then west on 78, we're getting busy here in Vauxhall. On the local side and the Parkway, definitely tied up into the long-term construction in Union. Bay Extension at 14 is heavy. Both ways at 280, the Stickle Drawbridge is heavy. And then both ways of the Parkway is really getting hit hard here as you come in towards the Bloomfield area. But westbound Route 3 beginning to still with delays, but it's beginning to thin out because that road work west on 46 at Union Boulevard is gone. East is now heavy with some sun glare. Out to the Parsippany area, seeing some sun glare building in here at 34, 35 from Route 80, and then from 39 into 42 is a heavy ride. Then west on coming off of 280 onto 80, that's going to be a crowded ride. Let's go towards 80 again. West here, Route 20 is busy. South along 208 here at Maple Avenue is a solid ride. 17 both ways at Essex Street and Lodi is busy. East on 4, also crowded out by Hackensack Avenue. And then the bigger issue here is this late running construction on the Parkway connector as you travel up into Rockland County. So be careful. It's at a Park Ridge or so. As you get onto the Parkway, it's probably about a 10-minute backup here this morning. Let's go to seeing some trouble here on the eastern spur. Now they're saying some construction here by 17. Confirm that. Upper level at the George is a little banged up there. So let's go there first before we get to that. Road work. Again, we're live on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Go ahead and please post up a comment and let us know where you're watching us from. About 15 on average at the George, a half an hour at the Lincoln, and about 15 to 20 there at the Holland Tunnel. We wanted to go to the construction page this morning just to get a vibe on the turnpike. Let's see if we have anything being reported there. Let's go 50. Widen up the scope of that. The only thing I see is coming off this long-term repair there at the toll plaza, but I do not see anything as far as any kind of construction. Construction itself on the turnpike. So, let's see. There's definitely something going on because it's heavy here as you come up to the Vince Lombardi. So if you need to get to the George Washington Bridge, please stay with the western spur of the turnpike, as you probably should. It's definitely a heavy ride there on the eastern spur, not what you're expecting. Even from Secaucus, even coming off of 495, getting onto the turnpike north, just be mindful there. You may want to take it over to the western spur. Let's go into the city now. Let's kind of do our normal drill here across Staten Island. Things are good. Outerbridge, Concourse, Bayonne, eastbound expressway, a little heavy here at 440. Let's do the rundown of the incidents first, because we'll do the 9-box camera. Easier for us. Let's see what we've got. Okay. So we still have 2 lanes shut down. Last update was about a half an hour, 40 minutes ago here on the west side highway. 2 lanes are shut by 72nd Street. That's got things tied up all the way back to the George. Again, underneath the apartments, the last update was 9 minutes ago. So that's kind of screwing traffic up here on the outbound side of the George Washington Bridge and that cross Bronx. We're looking at about 30 to 40 there. And then the RFK getting into Manhattan has some delays, but that's usually what we see. Let's go to the Bronx first. Let's check here on our cross Bronx cameras. We'll get the vibe here this morning. So first, this is the Bruckner. Some of this is alternate volume from the westbound cross Bronx here, the Bronx River Parkway. We're back to let's see, Castle Hill, Bronx River Parkway, 174. It looks pretty good. There's the westbound CBX at the BRP. Looking at a nice shot of some of the air traffic coming out of LaGuardia on the Deegan. right at Willis, and this is the eastbound side coming in towards, this is the westbound side, I should say, out by Webster Avenue. A fairly substantial ride in both directions now. Henry Hudson at 232 is good. Over by 230th on the Major Deegan is fine. And this is going to be the Cross Bronx at the Alexander Hamilton. That westbound is barely moving again because of the crash for the lower roadway. Let's go into Manhattan. Let's see if we can find anything here for us. Midtown traffic, kind of the same deal there. 7th to 34th, 5th to 49th. Ed Koch Queensboro Bridge, looking about 15 there. East side, FDR Drive at 125th, all the way down into the lower 80s or so. Is a heavy ride. FDR at the Brooklyn Bridge, that's fine. There's the Henry Hudson at 125, and that's southbound that heads away. You can barely even see it now. This is by 96 going north. West Street at the Intrepid is going to be moving very, very nicely. Let's go to Staten Island. Let's check out the deal here this morning. Let's continue on. Here we go. The expressway looks good at the Verrazano on the left. West Shore at Bloomfield Avenue is fine. Highland at Arden Avenue is quiet. Highland over by Midland Avenue also in good shape. The outer bridge here is moving fine, coming off from Perth Amboy, going into Perth Amboy. The expressway Clove Road also going to be looking good. The expressway here at Richmond Avenue is clear. Victory Boulevard at Jersey Street is fine. West Shore Expressway at Fresh Kills Creek is moving along at a good pace this morning. Let's go to Brooklyn. Let's take it over to the Belt. The Belt at Bay 8th, that's fine. At Flatbush Avenue, looks pretty good. Typical delays here on the Gowanus ramp to the BQE. In the trench, just look at this, just an absolute parking. Look at all these cars here parked right along here out by Sackett Street. Interesting. Such a difficult deal trying to park in New York City. Wow. BQE here at the Brooklyn Bridge heading south is a really busy ride. The BQE here at Atlantic Avenue is the inbound side is heavy as well. There's the BQE heading south of Metropolitan Avenue for the exit 4. Bridge is good through Industry City here. A heavy ride heading inbound on the Gowanus. The Gowanus here at the Prospect, fairly busy both ways through Industry City. So, yeah, solid ride there. Let's go to Queens. 5th borough, right? Or number 1, depending on where you are. The Belt at 158 in Jamaica, Queens looks good. BQE here at Broadway is fine. West on the Grand Central at 188 is a fairly substantial ride. Jackie Robinson, Forest Park Drive, that looks pretty good. That's the approaches to the Midtown Tunnel. We're looking at probably a good 15 to 20, maybe 25. Westbound on the LIE at Queens Boulevard, that actually really is quiet. Over by the BQE is fine. The Grand Central Interchange is good. Van Wyck at Hillside is a mess both ways there. And the Whitestone Expressway getting up into the Whitestone heading north is also a fairly crowded ride. Let's go. I want to see if I can here at 8:15. We got to get to Johnny in the Weather Center in a moment, but I'm going to take a quick check here this morning of, and I forgot to change the banner here. I apologize. Ralph, my friend, Crime for Vanilla Bean Creamery is our sponsor of this half hour. Again, I apologize to my buddy Ralph there. Again, Crime for Vanilla Bean Creamery.com is the website. Let's do this now. Come on. So divested into the all-electric Blazer. I forgot the sponsor. Can't do that, can we now? 5th, 96th, 70th Street. So there's the crash there. That's still being cleared. That's been out there for some time. So just south of 72nd Street, that is this crash that is still being cleared. And again, we are just all screwed up all the way back to, well, that's going the opposite way, going north. We are all the way back to 125th Street going south. Again, it's a little tough to see with that camera angle. South here, again, it's really a solid ride from the George down to that location. So the west side is a tough ride. All right, so with that said, let's I see Johnny is ready in the Weather Center. So without further ado, let's send it over to Jon Rocco, our meteorologist training from Rutgers University, and get a check of that forecast. Good morning, Johnny.
Good Tuesday morning to you, Don, and all of our viewers this morning. Hope everyone's having an easy drive into work or camp, wherever you're going this morning. Not a bad start to the morning. We do have some sun out there, and there will continue to be some sun going into this afternoon, and I'll explain why that's a bad thing in just a minute. Right now, starting you off with your commute temperatures this morning in New Jersey, starting off in the lower 70s, 70 in Newton, 71 to 73 area there in Newark, 70 to 73 in Lakewood, 72 for Atlantic City and Cape May, getting to about 74 degrees by about 8 o'clock. And as we go into the five boroughs, again, low 70s there. Staten Island, 70, 71 over towards Flatbush in Brooklyn, 71 for Flushing, Queens, Morris Park in the Bronx there at around 71 degrees, as well as Hell's Kitchen in Manhattan. And then all those areas getting to about 72 to 73 degrees by about 8 o'clock on this muggy, warm start to your Tuesday out on Long Island. We have 71 in Westbury and 72 in Islip this morning. Shirley around 71, warming up to about 75 quickly here over the course of the hour here by 8 o'clock. Port Jefferson around 70 degrees, 70 in Huntington as well, getting to about 74 there. And as we go into the Hudson River Valley, we've got 70 in Middletown, 68 in the Monroe and Yonkers areas, 68 in Patterson as well, and 70 in Poughkeepsie, getting to about 75 there. 72 in Patterson, Monroe, and Yonkers, 73 in Middletown. And for our friends in Western Connecticut, we have 66 in Torrington there in the higher elevations, getting to about 70 degrees. Waterbury, 70 to about 73, as well as Hartford, New Haven, Bridgeport, Norwalk, all about 71 to 73 degrees for your Tuesday morning. 68 in Danbury, getting to about 71 degrees there. As we go into this afternoon, we'll continue to have some sunshine across the region, but we are watching some storms to our west. That'll be marching east through our area later on this evening. The general usual time frame this time of the year, after about 4 or 5 o'clock, start to be weather aware. That's when we could start to see some scattered thunderstorms across the area. Not everyone will get hit, so again, everyone needs to be prepared to get hit by any of these storms. And with any sunshine going into this afternoon, that'll increase the fuel, sort of add fuel to the fire, if you will. That could increase the chance for any severe weather. So you want to stay tuned to my social media pages. I'll keep you updated on the severe threat going into this evening as well. But other than that, this afternoon it's going to be hot out there and a little bit on the muggy side as well, but not too oppressive. Still, you want to take it easy. If you're working outside, drink plenty of water, stay hydrated, take frequent breaks in the shade or air conditioning if you can. 91 in Andover, New Jersey this afternoon, 94 over towards Central Park, Freehold and Trenton around 93, 95 in Cherry Hill, and then a little bit cooler but still warm off to the east toward the beaches, 84 in Cape May, 82 in Islip, 83 in the New Haven area. We'll talk more about any weather threats coming up over the next few days and how the upcoming weekend is looking up in just a little bit. Right now, let's get a check of that traffic again with Don Smith.
Thank you, Johnny. And John will be back in less than 30 minutes with another check and your exclusive 7-8 weather forecast for the Tri-State Traffic Show coming up at 8:45. And this half hour is sponsored by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. Follow Ralph at Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery on Facebook as well as onto Instagram. Very active, especially on Instagram, showing you all the new flavors. And Ralph is located in beautiful Cranford, New Jersey at 22 North Avenue West, right across from the historic Raton Valley Line train station or Cranford on New Jersey Transit. Just a quick hop, skip, and a jump, as they would say, right? Across North Avenue and into the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. Make some of the best handmade, homemade ice cream anywhere to be found. You can see some of the great ice cream he has in the dipping case, the cotton candy, the vanilla super crunch. He also has, the core 3, the vanilla chocolate strawberry, just absolutely delicious stuff here. Across the board. So just amazing ice cream, and especially with these temperatures, as Johnny has said, we are looking at some really hot weather once again for today. So perfect time to head out to the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery and get some awesome ice cream here from my good friend Ralph. He is in his 13th season out of New York, and big Mets fan as well. So let me do this, bring that up there. So definitely head over to the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, cranfordvanillabeancreamery.com is your best place to find any and all information about Ralph. Let me bring in the Facebook page. As you can see here this morning, we are talking about Christmas in July, or Christmas in July, right? Or holidays in July. Peppermint bark, hot cocoa, eggnog chip, and gingerbread are now in the mix here for the summertime. So we get a little taste of the cooler temperatures, kind of cool off there with some amazing ice cream. Gingerbread is one of my favorites across the board, just absolutely delicious. And peppermint bark really has a nice, trying to think of the verbiage to use, a nice bite to it when you get that shot of peppermint. That that kind of kicks in on the back end. That is a good stuff there. So again, you can see some of the other holiday cakes, like for Halloween, he makes these awesome cakes there. For Easter, all occasion cakes for Mother's Day. Some of the Christmas cakes here he makes with the snowmen and also the wreaths. So Ralph does it all here for your ice cream needs. He also has these amazing, I don't know, to see if he has it. There's my friend Ralph. This is a couple years back, having an ice cream break with Santa. Let's just close out of that. I was trying to see if he had the ice cream sandwiches on there, but that is, I have it here. Pardon me. There they are, the ice cream sandwiches, the chip witches, and the flying saucers. So some delicious stuff. Definitely a nice, quick, cool treat. He also has the Dole Whip, the vanilla, the pineapple Dole Whip, and the raspberry Dole Whip, as well as the lemon blood orange sorbet lemon, and also peach mango sorbet, which is absolutely outstanding. Oof, that is really, really good stuff. So once again, go over to the website, Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. Thank Ralph for being a proud sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right, let's get back to the action here across the area. We go to Long Island now, where we still have 107 south at Glen Cove Road in Oyster Bay. One lane is shut. And then west on the LIE out between 60 and 59, we've got the left shoulder shut down, and that is for a broken down vehicle. But, fairly substantial traffic here this morning on a Tuesday. Maybe people are setting up to make it a nice long weekend as well. As you have towards Vets Highway is heavy. North on the Sandy Coast is heavy here at the LIE. Then west of the Sandy Coast into Deer Park Avenue is heavy. West on the Southern State Parkway is busy out towards 110 into 135. And then the eastbound side is heavy. We'll go about 17 all the way through to 28. And then west on the LIE is heavy here at 135. Then a little bit heavier as you get out towards the Northern State Connector at exit 39. And then the Northern is busy here at the Wantagh Parkway. Let's check the North Shore. Again, we're looking good on 25A, 25 through Stony Brook and Port Jefferson. 25A, we are clear. Wading River, things are fine. Out through Riverhead is still moving well. Out to the North Fork, Mattatuck, Cutchogue, and Southold, Greenport. Actually, I follow Dave Portnoy with the One Bite Pizza reviews, and he's been up here on the North Fork the last week or so in Mattatuck and Greenport, doing some pizza reviews. It's kind of fun to watch. East on Sunrise Highway, Hampton Bays, Southampton, Watermill, Bridgehampton is going to be a solid ride all the way through East Hampton and Amagansett. Okay, so let's jump across the sound. Let's check out the deal here in Connecticut. We want to go back and see if our incident has been cleared on 95. I think it has this morning out between exits 15 and 16. And yes, it has. So we're looking at delays, our typical delays here, but we're still trying to recover going north. We're going to say from about 12 into 16, slowly beginning to thin out, but all your lanes have now been put back in service. We still have delays here. Let's start it off on the Merritt. We'll head here into Trumbull. Potentially an accident here. What is the south of exit 40 on? Again, we have 48. Amazing how you can't get the exit numbers until you're right on top of it. So 48 through about 47 or so is heavy. Then from 47 straight on down the line through 44. All the way out to Route 7 is busy again from 41 down to 39. 95 is a little crowded here, beginning to thin it up in Bridgeport South, and the 8 and 25 is a fairly substantial ride getting onto 95 South. And then 95 is heavy in Fairfield. We'll go 22, 21, all the way down in towards just about exit 11, and then heavy here from 8 on over towards just about exit 6. Let's go to Lower Westchester, shall we? We'll check that ride out on the Hutch. Is fairly busy both ways here on the Cross County at the Hutch, and then north into North Avenue is busy up to Weaver Street, New England Thruway. I like that better. Bronx River Parkway, Sawmill, Taconic, all in good shape. East on 287 is busy from exits. We'll go really exit 1 through 5 into White Plains. Tappan Zee is fine. South on the Thruway is a little congested here at 12, but that's about it. Parkway Connector has cleared up the road work getting out of Jersey into Rockland County, so we are fine there. We head over to the Thruway. This morning is moving along nicely. As we get out towards the Woodbury area, Goshen, Middletown, Port Jervis on 84 is moving well over to the Beacon Bridge. That is clear. Same thing with the Thruway. 84 also is going to be in good shape here this morning out through Fishkill. And west on 84 is really busy here, getting out to 684, and then 684 getting south into Purdy's is also going to be a sluggish ride. So seems like things have kind of settled down to a degree as far as our accidents are concerned. And I think something new happened here now on the Palisades. That's going to be road work here south in Alpine. So we'll watch for that out by the Alpine Lookout. I'll get that right. Alpine Lookout. Good morning, Alpine. As the caffeine is now kicking in appropriately at 8:29. For the most part, most of our other delays are really just volume related. Just want to go back to the Jersey list very quickly. See if we have anything cooking here, and we do. Again, it's the lower roadway to George back to New Jersey is really the problem here this morning. And the eastern spur south of the northern mixing bowl in North Bergen over to the shoulder, so look for that. And then 295 northbound at exit 25, that's a new one. That just happened. So that may have been a result of the stop traffic from the issues that we had out by exit 34. Unfortunately, there are no cameras, but I think this delay will show it here at 1:30. Wow. Whew. That's getting hit hard. Oofa to that. Let's go to the travel times now. Let's dial this in here. 295. So what should take about 26 minutes up to exit 26 is well over half an hour. So about 30 plus minutes or so to get through that stretch. And some of this also is some of that residual traffic from that crash at 34. Again, we're bringing things down to about a 10-minute backup there. So let's kind of put that on the map here this morning. It's right here before you come into the 76, 42, 55 interchange, really 42 interchange, right in here. So we are well back towards 1:30. Ouch. Hopefully everyone's okay, but that's a big hit as far as the traffic impact is behind it. Still 5542 is busy here this morning. And again, Clemens Bridge Road is seeing a lot of alternate volume from, again, our earlier issues there out at 34. All right, friends, 8:30 now is our time, and this half hour is sponsored by Travels with Darley. We thank Darley Newman for proudly sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. You can find more information on our website at darley-newman.com. Follow her on Twitter and Instagram, as we've been showing you those pictures of Darley filming season 10 of Travels with Darley in Santa Fe. Okay, so let's see where we want to go next. I want to check up on that Parkway issue here at 30. dealing with some construction. So, just a minor brief slowdown south of the AC Expressway as you come in through the section of Egg Harbor Township. So definitely be mindful of that here this morning. We continue over towards Long Beach Island is good. A little bit of a crowded condition here on the Parkway as you come in towards the Brick area. But again, that's usually what we see, 89 up through about 91. Let's check out the shore communities here. 35 Point Pleasant Beach is good. 34 is fine. 35, 71 also moving along at a good pace. Route 9 through Freehold, a little busy there at 33, but the Parkway through Monmouth County is clear. 35 and 36, a little bit heavy. As you come up in towards Route 18 is fairly busy here at Edgeboro Road, but when is that never an issue? Route 1 through the traffic lights here through South Brunswick is slow. Same thing on 130. 287, really busy here from really where it turns from southbound 440 to northbound 287 is busy all the way up to exit 1 into 2. Through Metuchen is pretty busy as well on 27. A little heavier here north at 10. 206 out by the bypass here is busy. Same thing on 202 at First Avenue in Raritan and Branchburg. But 78 is still in good shape here this morning, except for the Union area where we're getting a ton of traffic here this morning. I think something may have happened here out by Vauxhall Road. So you know what? Let's go to the cameras and check that out in real time, because that shouldn't be east of the Parkway where that delay starts to mount. I don't think this camera's working. It hasn't. Yeah, it is. A lot of traffic there getting out to Route 24. But again, usually that is the case. It's kind of like, well, when is that never not an issue? Parkway camera is working at the tower. Depending on where they have it, they probably have it looking south. Long-term construction out by Morris Avenue and Union. That's exactly what it is. Look how heavy that is. All because of that construction there, shutting down those center lanes. That is a stiff ride. Oofa. Let's go back here. So this is back through Hillside. So unless something has happened here out by coming into 24 on the local side, or maybe they're mowing the grass or something, or they have set up some road work. I know they're redoing the bridges there. So something is definitely going on here, because this should not be back east of the Parkway. And then the Parkway getting north, some normal delays there. Turnpike is heavy into interchange 14. Fairly busy, consistent ride up to 15E. Both ways at 280 across the Stickle Drawbridge is heavy. Then both ways at the Parkway is busy. Then north on the Parkway, really crowded here this morning as you get off at 145. And some of that has to do with westbound 280. Here are the cameras on 280. We'll go here west of the Parkway. See if that's a busy ride this morning. And this is the ramp that brings you on to the westbound side of 280. So let's go to Day Street, East Orange. I don't see anything coming west here. So I think it's just before it. There may have been certainly potentially something is there. Maybe it's a pothole or something. I'm not sure, but it should not be this heavy for this time of the morning through that stretch. Southbound 21 is fairly busy as well as you come in from Route 7, just south of the Belleville Bridge. And Parkway is pretty hammered here both ways, 147 up to 150. Westbound 280 a little heavy here at Prospect Avenue in West Orange. And then still really busy here on 80. Looks like we may have a crash here now being reported. So let's go to 287. Well, first let's do this. Let's go to the Route 1 corridor. The corridor. That's all northbound traffic coming towards us here at Route 27. That is a very, very busy ride as well. Easton Avenue. I don't think this camera is working. It is. So finally, northbound side is just getting absolutely drilled. We want to go here out to 80. See if they see anything here. Yeah, there's definitely something going on to those local outer roadway lanes there coming off of eastbound 80 to 87 south. So it looks like it's just before Sullivan Way and Enton Road by what is that, exit 40? See what the camera shows you at Route 10. That's 39. Yeah, they've moved it up north. So okay, so they've got that. They have to have this on the incident list, and that's probably going to be the top list here. 287 South. No, haven't put it up yet. Okay. So there it is here this morning, just south of 80. So that's why 80 here is still fairly substantial back through the Denville area between exits 38. Yeah. I don't think there's a 39. Is there an exit 39? There is a 39. 37, I should say. Pardon my French. 37 there. From 37 to 42 is heavy. Look at Route 10, seeing a lot of delays getting into Morris Plains. West on 80 is pretty busy here at the 280 interchange. But again, this is the top story here. South on 287 getting hit hard with that crash just being reported this morning. Let's do this. Kind of normal delays in 208 80 through Patterson. Same thing on Route 4. Palisades with the construction out at Alpine is pretty busy. Let's go back to this crash. It's literally just where those inner and outer roadways merge here this morning. It's on the outer roadway, if you want to call it that. It's in the right lane. So that is going to be shutting that down. I don't understand why they don't have it on the list here. That may be next, but man has been hurt, and you may be next. Please tell me. Leave it in the comments. 206 north here at in Newton. All lanes are closed. Ooh, okay. So everything is shut there at Woodside Avenue. Out of Andover into Newton, just that looks like right at the 94 interchange, because I think 94 and 206 are the same roadway there. That's right at the 94 merge in Newton this morning. So that's going to be a bit of a tough ride there. So look for that. Probably just going to put you onto the southbound side. Contraflow there. 8:39 now is our time. Johnny will be around in 5 minutes, and they'll check the forecast. Cup of caffeine. You know what we have not done here the last couple of moments is check transit now. Let's see what we have cooking here on NJ Transit. Now we're starting to see some delays. Now, again, I think this is, I'll put it in the column of a transit advisory, because as these temperatures creep up into the mid 90s with the humidity, signals, really do not play very nicely. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. That could be a bit of an issue for transit here going into the later parts of today. AC Railway, the AC arrival is delayed in Pennsauken because of medical emergency. We've got some mechanical issues here, basically in the Port Jervis line, a bunch of canceled trains. So give yourself about another half an hour of the travel time. Coastline here, Penn Station arrival will be canceled to 9:03 at Newark Penn because of mechanical issue. Light rail operator availability there. Hudson Bergen, mechanical issues, and let's see, still up to 15-minute delays on the river line through Riverside. Let's go to the PATH trains. Today, we'll check that vibe out. Grove Street, the lift elevator from Mezzanine. Okay, that's out of service. Let's go to the MTA. I imagine we'll still have delays in the 4, 5, and 6. No, it's a bunch of letters. Southbound B, D trains are running with delays. They address the signal problem at 34th Street and Herald Square, so watch for that. Southbound R and W trains are delayed while we remove a train with a door problem from service at Rector Street. Be mindful of that here this morning. Let's go to the rails. We've got some extra service in the Waterbury branch, and that is some new trains being added, 7 new trains there. The Long Island Railroad, Metro North again are going to be on or close to schedule. Let's go to the Hudson Valley incident list. We'll see if anything was cooking on 287 because it looked pretty busy. 202, the shoulder there in Somers has crashed, and then on 90 up by New Lebanon. That's out of our viewing area per se, but hey, we're on YouTube, we're worldwide, so I guess it's not out of the incident list or out of the viewing area, I should say. Let's go to the island. We'll take a check here. Again, this down tree, southbound, one lane shut on 107 at Glen Cove Road, and then the Southern State Parkway. Shoulder is shut going west over by North Broadway and exit 30. Let's go to the Connecticut incident list here this morning. Let's bring that up, shall we? Just delays at 95 Merritt Parkway, 4441, 4842, really 48 through 41, really 48 through 35. Again, they put them into the different towns. And then 95 is heavy 9 through 5. 19 through 13 is a crowded ride as well. So kind of just our normal, typical delays here for the morning. So what I think I'm going to do now here at 8:42, let's take a break. Johnny's warming up in the Weather Center, but let's do our sponsor break first with Darley and Travels with Darley. If you're unfamiliar with Darley's program, it is called Travels with Darley, and she is on PBS Create, Amazon Prime, Wonder Woman, and Ovation TV's Journey. You can find more information on her show at darley-newman.com. So definitely give that a look, see, and take a look at Darley. Travels with Darley, you know, does a great job traveling all around the world for some of the best locations for your next adventure, vacation. Does a lot of horseback riding, hiking, biking, and really gets that. It's really the local flavor of what sets her show apart from all the others. You know, finds a very local individual that lives there full time, gives that personalized experience and the aspect of living in a certain town or community area where she may be. And definitely gives it that really local vibe, which you want, you know, tells you about all the great places to eat, drink, and have a great time. So that's Travels with Darley. Watch her on PBS Create, Amazon Prime, Wonder Woman, and Ovation TV's Journey. And as we've been showing you here this morning, just some of the photographs from her season 10. This is her on Twitter, I should say. She's very active, so you can see she replies to her fans here. But she says, recognizes cabinets in City Slickers and one of the many film locations at the stunning Ghost Ranch, filming day with Davis Manzarez. And check out a behind the scenes on our mishaps at Instagram. So that could be kind of fun. But again, gets the local flavor here of what's going on at the ranch. Actually, this guy kind of looks like the late Ray Liotta a little bit there. Wow. So that should be exciting to see when the episodes for season 10 drop. I'm thinking maybe towards the end of the year or maybe even next year. I'm not sure she has a set date for those dates and times, but Dar looking great here with the fancy cowboy hat, the cowboy boots, and she's all ready to go here at the Ghost Ranch. Now, she also has this program. Just want to bring this to your attention. Let's see if we can find it. Where is it? I think it's further down the line here. There it is. Cocktails and Cornbread live from Santa Fe. That's this evening at 8:30 Eastern, 6:30 Mountain. Facebook.com/Travels with Darley. She will be with Chef Jose Fernandez for a look at what's happening at the Four Seasons and probably some awesome recipes and some great food. So hit the link here on her Twitter page right there and RSVP. Chef Jose Fernandez is her guest. Again, that's 8:30 Eastern, 6:30 Mountain. Facebook.com/Travels with Darley. So we thank her so much for being a proud sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. With that said, John is warming up the pipes in the Weather Center. So let's send it over to our meteorologist in training from Rutgers University, Mr. Jon Rocco in the Weather Center. Good morning, Johnny.
Good morning, Don, again to you and all of our viewers on this Tuesday morning. Not much going on weather-wise right now. That'll be changing as we go into this evening. And the rest of the week, not looking too bad. I would still keep a little bit of an eye out for Thursday, maybe for the chance for a scattered or isolated evening storm. But today's really the severe weather threat day. I'll talk about that in just a moment. For this morning, again, it's quiet right now, a little bit on the muggy and warm side. Temperatures starting out in the low 70s here in New Jersey, 70 in Newton, 71 over toward Newark, getting to about 73 degrees. Similar temperatures for Lakewood and Trenton. Camden getting to about 75 degrees for the latter part of the morning commute. 72 to 74 over toward Atlantic City, Cape May as well. And as we go over toward New York City, we got 70 to 72 in the Great Hills area there in Staten Island. Flatbush, Brooklyn, around 71 to 73 degrees there, as well as Flushing, Morris Park, and Hell's Kitchen. As we go off to Long Island on this Tuesday morning, we got 71 to 73 over toward Westbury. Similar temperatures there for Islip as well, getting to about 75 in Shirley during the second part of the morning commute, 70 to about 75 for Port Jefferson, 70 to 74 for the Huntington area there on the north shore of Long Island. And as we go into Hudson River Valley, we got 70 to about 75 there in Poughkeepsie, 68 to 72 range for Monroe and Yonkers, 70 in the Middletown area, getting to about 73, 68 to about 72 over toward Patterson. For our friends in Western Connecticut, we got 71 to 73 all along the shoreline there from Norwalk, Bridgeport to New Haven. Danbury getting to about 71 degrees this morning. Westbury around 70 to 73. Similar temperatures there in Hartford. A little bit cooler, but still warm in Torrington there in the higher elevations, starting off around 66, getting to about 70 degrees. I mentioned that severe weather threat as we go into this evening. Not everybody will see the storms, but keep the umbrella handy because anyone could see these storms, scattered thunderstorms, that is, this evening. Anytime after about 4 o'clock is when you need to start being weather aware. The highest severe weather threat is for western areas of the region, and any sunshine we see, which we will see this afternoon, will add fuel to the fire for that severe weather threat. So you want to make sure you stay tuned to my social media pages for any updates here later on this afternoon and this evening. I'll make sure I give you all the latest as you head home from work or the beach, wherever you are. But you should be able to enjoy the beach for much of the day coming up. It's going to be a hot one out there, so it's a good day to do so, or sit by the pool. 91 in Andover, 94, towards Central Park, 93 over toward Freehold and Trenton. Cherry Hill, you're around 95. And again, the beach, it's a good day to be there this afternoon. 84 in Cape May, 82 over toward Islip, New Haven, Connecticut, around 83 degrees as we go into this afternoon. So again, it's a hot day today, still on the hot side for tomorrow. We have a lot of sunshine out there again for your Wednesday, 86 for Thursday and Friday. And as for Thursday, I was still keeping an eye on it. I know I had a chance for some storms yesterday that I now took out of it, but I was still keeping an eye out for the chance for an isolated shower or storm for Thursday. Friday and Saturday look okay, probably more in the way of cloud coverage for those days. As we go into Sunday and Monday again, I'll keep an eye out for the chance for some thunderstorms on both or even one of those days. So stay tuned for updates on that. Little discrepancies there in the timing in the guidance, but both days have the potential to see a few showers or storms around the area, but neither look like a washout at this point. And it's going to remain on the warm side there, with temperatures in the mid and upper 80s across the region. That's a look at your forecast update here on this Tuesday morning. Have a safe drive to wherever you are going on this morning. Have a great day. Let's get a check of that traffic again with O'Don.
Thank you, Johnny, and appreciate everything you do there in the Tri-State Traffic Show Weather Center. And you have a fantastic Tuesday, my friend. We will see you tomorrow on the big Wednesday broadcast beginning at 7:15. So again, thank you, John, for the forecast. And definitely everyone's trying to stay as cool as possible as you can. Maybe head over to Ralph and get some of that amazing ice cream at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, cranfordvanillabeancreamery.com. All right, so let's do our last and final kind of whip around here for the morning ride. 287, they just cleared up this crash getting south of exit 40 on that outer roadway here. That is now gone, but it's going to take a little while for our traffic to ease out. We're back through about exit 47 or so. East on 80 is pretty heavy still. Some of this is the traffic getting onto 287 south from about, I'd say exit 38 to 42. Route 10 is starting to, it's got a little more traffic out through Route 53 and 202. I think that's maybe some folks bailing out of 80. Probably not many, but there's probably a few. 206 is pretty heavy here in the Flanders area, getting south of 80. But as we widen up things, 80 through Hope out to the Gap is clear. 94 is fine. It's 206 getting into Newton. We have some problems here with a crash being reported there. I want to go to the incident list. This is in both directions, a lane shift, so watch for that. That is still being reported there. Let's see. So this other crash here just before 42 by exit 25, 26. That is still tying the ride up back to Route 130. Now, this is another crash on 295. So 295 has been a real mess here all morning long. First a crash at 34, and then another one at 25. And now this one here just north of 10. 2 lanes are shut here in Logan Township. This is out towards the Commodore Barry Bridge, but unfortunately no cameras here, so just be careful coming in to the 322 interchange. And again, here's the issue here just before the Aljo curve, or getting into that location with the 42 merge, but we're well back through Route 130 is just an absolute bacchanal of traffic. We'll head over here by West Red Bank Avenue, which is 644. That doesn't look terrible here this morning. It's here at 130. Is just a disaster through west to Deptford. Unfortunately, there is no camera here. Let me see if there's any residual traffic on 130, the Brooklawn Circle. Man, yeah, maybe a little bit. This is going south, so you're looking north. Okay, so maybe it's a little bit backed up. I think that's kind of just normal traffic for the morning. But then 295, we've cleared up the delays getting out towards exit 34. So little bit of a silver lining for that on 295. Let's go back to the maps now. We'll kind of do our quick whip around here through North Jersey. 15 looks pretty good. A little heavy there in Lafayette, but nothing to get terribly excited about. North Jersey, southbound 208 is fairly busy from Maple Avenue all the way into Route 4, and then 17 both ways here at Essex Street in Lodi. That's a mess. Westbound 80 is heavy here at Route 20. 21 up into 20 is fairly busy as well, and both ways of 4 out by Hackensack Avenue. That's fairly congested. Some delays here onto the western spur heading north into 15W up to 16W. South along 21 is heavy south of Belleville into Newark. Both ways of 280 really crowded here this morning, getting out to the Stickle Drawbridge, and it's really affecting going north here on the Parkway. I still think there's something going on west here. Out just before Day Street, west of the Parkway, either a pothole or rough road surface or something, because that's what's really tying most of this Parkway traffic, is trying to get onto the westbound side of 280 at 145. Both ways through Bloomfield is heavy on your Parkway. West on 78, I think they're either mowing the lawn or doing some repairs here just before 24, because it is just really messed up. And even westbound 24 now is picking up some more traffic. You know what? Very quickly, let's go to the cameras here this morning. Let me see if we can take a look at 78 at 24. Maybe they've got it onto 24, maybe. No, this is eastbound 78 at 24. This is at Vauxhall Road, and you can see that outer roadway is just hammered. Those local lanes just absolutely drilled back through the Garden State Parkway. Unfortunately, the camera at the Parkway is out. So coming out of Hillside, Newark, and out of Hillside and Newark, give yourself a good another 10 plus minutes or so. Parkway through Union County looks good. Middlesex County really starting to cook here on 287 between exits 1 through 5, and then heavier here out through 10. And south into 28 is busy. South along 202 is fairly crowded out by First Avenue in the Raritan area, and that would make sense because there is a crash here. It looks like just before the Wegmans Shopping Center. Be mindful of that. It looks like that is new. 78 through Bethlehem and Clinton Township is off to a good start. Parkway, Monmouth County, Turnpike 33, 18, Route 9, 195. Trenton is good. Parkway through Lakewood and Tom's River and on into the Wall area. Outer Brick is fine. Again, our issues here on 295 north here into 42. Then again, out towards 322 in Logan. Watch for that crash. But the ride down towards Atlantic City, things are fine on the Parkway. Ocean City on 52, AC Expressway, Sea Isle City, Cape May at exit 0. We are clear. Head over here once again. Bell Parkway, I think something may be going on here, going west, just by Cross Bay Boulevard, and that's exactly what that is. So we close out of Darley for the afternoon. We will close out of this. We want to go here to the city cameras. Don't think the camera at Cross Bay is working, but we'll give it the old try here. That's west that heads away. So looks like maybe it's just before Erskine Street. Don't know. Is that a police vehicle? It is. So the right lane is blocked here going west out by the shopping center on Erskine Street. So look for that. But that's got traffic tied up all the way back to the airport. That's getting hit hard. Fairly substantial delays there. Van Wyck is busy through Q, and then BQE Gowanus combination is a mess. And the Staten Island Expressway has actually gotten worse here this morning, and I don't know why. Let's go to the cameras across Staten Island. Maybe some midday road work setting up potentially here. No, I don't see anything. I don't see anything there. It seems like it's just right in here. See, these cameras are on at Victory. It's just west here. If they turn the camera the other way, I have a feeling we may be able to see something, but it's right in here. That left lane closed? It is. They're setting up some road work here. That's why this is heavy. This left lane is shut. Maybe they're doing some pothole repairs. Stick with that in real time for a brief moment as we come to the top of the 9 a.m. hour. That's what that is. It's roving construction on the westbound expressway. That's why this is heavy here back to almost to Slauson Avenue. East is really heavy as well, getting onto from the West Shore or almost off the Goethals Bridge. So they may be doing some pothole repairs going east as well, but definitely west as we see it. The Midtown Tunnel is a mess, about 35 plus minutes there. LIE is messed through Queens. Same thing with the Grand Central, the Bronx, west in the Cross Bronx. That's well over an hour because of the outbound George Washington Bridge crash, which I believe I can fly. Cleared. The damage done both ways of the Deegan, and same thing with the Bruckner. This whole area is going to run you well over an hour to the outbound side of the George Washington Bridge. We go to the Southern State Parkway is heavy going west here at 135 into the Wantagh, out to the Meadowbrook. Fairly busy ride as well on the LIE and the Northern State west and towards Syosset. And then further west out through exits 39 through 36. Some pockets of volume here in the LIE. It seems like people may have gotten a late start to the morning ride this morning. So, yeah, definitely starting to get busier here as we head into the mid-morning hours. West on Sunrise Highway is a fairly busy ride over by the merge, and east on Sunrise Highway is fairly heavy here through Hampton Bay, Southampton, on over towards Watermill. Let's go to Connecticut and kind of our normal delays here on 95. Fairfield in between exits about 22 as we head over to at about 6 or so. Merritt Parkway is still fairly substantial here from about 46 down to 44, then 41 to 39. And we may have something going on here as well onto the Parkway just before the Sikorsky Bridge. Yeah, that is the deal there. Let's go to the incident page very quickly, see if anything is cropped up. I'm thinking nothing there. So let's go to the cameras. We'll take a quick look here. What we've got. I want to go CT15. See if there's anything being reported there. That's heading south here. So no, it's just before Main Street, going north, I would say. Looks like that is where that crash is being reported there. So a little bit of a tough ride for friends in the Trumbull area this morning. So look for that. Lower Westchester, fairly heavy ride here on 287, right from the Thruway into White Plains. The Hutch is still pretty busy up through North Avenue into Weaver Street. New England Thruway is clear. Tappan Zee Bridge is fine. Rockland County, Orange County, all in the clear on the Thruway 84. Beacon Bridge is also moving along at a good pace. As we continue over towards 84 and Brewster, that is clear. And then south on 684, heavy in Katona out by Route 22. So again, definitely a little bit of a sluggish ride, as we say here. Got a red screen. Let's put me back on camera here this morning because I wanted to see if I can I'm going to do this. Let me see if I can bring up. Let's see. Let's see here, friends. I just want to see if I can bring up a couple photographs from photographs. It makes it sound like I've got a Polaroid or something, right? From yesterday's car show. This computer is really on maximum overdrive here, so I don't know if this is going to work. So there's the caddy from yesterday, looking good. You see the Amplify Orange 22 C8 Corvette there, really nice. This beautiful 53 Cadillac next to me. Really, really nice looking vehicle as well. Stuff there. Let's go back here. This is my stupid face. So we want to come up here. Some shots of car with the lights, because I don't really get to drive it too much at night, but really cool with the LED lights. So Dragonfly restaurant in beautiful. Yes, definitely head out to the car shows once again. They are on Monday evenings from 7 until 5 until 9 a.m. 5 until 9 a.m. 5 until 9 a.m. Wow, I'm dialed out here. 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Wow, I'll get that straight. Ooh, that would be an early start to a car show, right? At 5 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, so hopefully we'll have that video up possibly in the next week. So definitely like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank all of my friends who and everybody who's watched onto the YouTube channel. All my friends on Twitter, if you can go over to the YouTube channel, please, that would be fantastic. And hit me up with a subscribe and give me a thumbs up on the videos, a like, all that social media fun stuff. And we thank everybody for watching. Thank Anna and Alexandra here this morning for joining us on the big broadcast. Again, we thank all our friends as well on the Tri-State Traffic Show Facebook page. Want to like that, as well as subscribe once again to the YouTube channel. And keep an eye out, as I said, for the video of the car show. Hopefully we'll have that in the next week or so. We want to thank our sponsors, Travels with Darley. And again, her program is this evening at 8:30. That is Cocktails and Cornbread from the Four Seasons in Santa Fe. That's 8:30 Eastern, 6:30 Mountain Time. RSVP there on the Facebook page. Should be a lot of fun. We'll hopefully get some updates from Darley. Hopefully, I think I should be able to. I don't think I have anything going on tonight at 8:30. So should be able to check out the program here later on this evening, again on facebook.com/Darley Newman. Also thank our good friend over at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, Ralph, in his 13th season out of Queens. Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery.com is the place you want to go for the best ice cream anywhere to be found. So with that said, we're going to wrap up things here for a Tuesday. Going to keep an eye to the sky, as Johnny had said. Certainly some changeable skies, changeable weather here for later on this afternoon, anytime after about 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon. Again, keep an eye to the sky and bring along that umbrella. And when thunder roars, head indoors, as my meteorological friends say. So definitely do that, and follow Jon at Jon Rocco, JONROCCOWX on Twitter and Facebook. And thank Jon for all the work he's been doing in the Weather Center. All right, so with that said, have a terrific Tuesday. Drive safe, everyone. We'll